Yo guys, what's going on? It's Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to tell a PMC from a scav here in Escape from Tarkov. This has been a highly requested video ever since PVE came out, and one I just never got to making. So apologies for it taking so long. Hopefully a lot of you guys have already figured out ways to figure out who's who, but for those who haven't, hopefully I have a couple tips and tricks here for you today that will significantly help you out. Make sure to like and of course make sure you're subscribing to the channel for more PvE. We're going to be using our scav here today. That way we can get a good look at other scavs and we can find some PMCs and how we can tell them apart. The first and biggest way to tell a PMC from a scav is going to be a large backpack. So you can see my PMC here. We have an Attack 2 bag on. This is one of many bags that PMCs will use. But you will never see a scav with one of these backpacks if you haven't killed a PMC already. So what does that mean? That means a scav could go up to a dead PMC and loot their backpack and put it on. But if you haven't killed any PMCs yet and no PMCs have friendly fired on accident, which very, very rarely happens, I've seen it happen 3 times, then the scavs will not have big bags like this. They will never have bags larger than a T20, which I can show you does kind of look similar to the Attack 2, but once you start to know which bags that scavs spawn with, it makes it a lot easier. Now, PMCs don't always run a backpack, and we'll get into the, the nuancy stuff here, but this is probably the most common bag you're going to see on scavs, and sometimes you could get confused for sure, but, the backpack is just one of many ways. The next one is if you are even remotely close to a PMC, they comment you about every 30 seconds, and that's pretty much on repeat until that PMC leaves the area, leaves your earshot, or they are eliminated. So those PMCs will continue to comment you and continue to let you know their location. This is the next biggest way. Now, sometimes PMCs don't calm. They bug out and they just literally sit there. They don't do anything. They just kind of go into some sort of trance, and the only time they move is when they're ready to shoot you. So, once again, you're going to have some experience and just hop into raids and just kind of figure things out on your own and find the things that work for you. But let's hop in a raid and let's just take a look at a couple other things that we could do. So another big thing is scavs usually have really, really distinctive clothes. PMCs, at least in PvE, they have a pretty standard set of clothing that they're rocking. They're not ever going to be running like the ironclad jacket, the white jacket. They're not going to be running like super bright, noticeable, weird clothing. When it comes to scavs, some scavs have bright blue jackets. There's another one that's a red, white, and yellow jacket. All of these are always going to be scavs, and it's going to be super noticeable to see right away. There's another feature called the Need Help feature for scav runs that we're going to use in this raid. I'll show you how to do it. It works the best with high scav rep. But scavs will come to you and they'll run right to you when you use this feature. And that will not only remove scavs from the surrounding locations on your scav runs. Obviously, you can't do this on your PMC runs. But on your scav runs, you can kind of take scavs away from the rest of the map, kind of pull them to you. And that will at least help you out a little bit in being able to kind of figure out the locations of potential PMCs in your raid. So, obviously, that doesn't work for PMC raids, just the scav raid thing. But if you're newer to the game, I expect you to be doing scav runs. So, I hope that will be a helpful piece of information once I can show it to you here in just a moment. We're going to be loading up a factory. Hopefully, going to take out, 3-4 PMCs here. We do have a alright weapon. We got some PS ammo in there, it looks like. So, I'm feeling pretty confident we can take down a few PMCs with this AK. Alright. So the first thing I actually want to do is use that Need Help feature. Let me just see if we got any PMCs in the immediate area. I don't really see any. So we're going to hop right here, and I'm going to use the Need Help feature. So double tapping Y on the keyboard is going to bring up all your comms right here in the Help, Need Help. We're going to hit that, and we're going to let these scavs come to us. See, do I have any headphones on? I don't. So it's going to be a little tougher to hear them. I think somebody's coming to us. Here they come. This is a scav right here. He's got a teabag on, scav vest, army hat. This guy has an army hat, you know, small rig, crappy AK, no backpack, camo pants. The outfits are a big thing. I think I saw one other scav that kind of didn't fully run out here to us. I think there he is. Once again, brown army hat, crappy AK, no backpack. Looks like a security vest. He might actually have a little bit of... No, he doesn't have any armor on either. So, all three of these guys, they don't look like super advanced military operatives, you know? So, we have Tagilla somewhere. That was a scav right there as well. Alright, so we just had a PMC comm from over here. Let's see where Tagilla's hanging out at. I think he might be right above me. I think he's up there. Yeah, so there's Tagilla. These are PMCs right here. So you see how this guy has headphones? This is a classic armor that these PMCs wear. So these were both PMCs. There could be another one in the office. But that armor they have on, that's a super common armor that those PMCs wear. Also seeing those headphones. Scavs can occasionally have headphones, but not very often. Let's see if we can clear the rest of the office here. Now, these two didn't comm. These were what I would consider, like, PMCs in that trance. How they just weren't, like, working right. Alright, so we are clear here. So we're good to loot these guys. Alright, so I think we're clear of PMCs. There could be one or two hanging around somewhere. Hiding in a corner somewhere or something, but... for the most part, I think we're good to leave. Didn't get too much loot out of it, but we'll do another run. Now, we got a 155, which isn't too great. About to get pretty up close and personal with any PMCs. Here I'm popping off over there, though. Alright, so you can see, like, this outfit I have on, only scavs are going to wear this. You'll never see a PMC wear something like this. So this right here could be a PMC, but I'm not sure. Because you got a pretty similar looking outfit to what they wear. This is a PMC. These are PMCs. See all those big backpacks? I'm probably dead here, unfortunately.
We got a bandit.
I kind of thought that was a headshot, but... so even I'm not sure all the time either. So that was a PMC. So the way I could tell was mainly due to the pants. That was the way I could tell. That's a PMC, I think. Yep. The main way I could tell was his day pack, which is actually a bag that scavs will run too. That's why I hesitated. Then I saw his helmet, then he commed at me. It was a wrap from there.
Contact.
Okay. So, this is going to sound stupid, but as for identifying that last guy that we just killed over in the corner, I didn't need to look at him. I was being shot at. I know I didn't kill a scav, so in my case, playing as a scav, I knew to shoot that guy instantly. Best case scenario, just shoot to kill. That's best case. As for, you know, some of the people requesting this video, I know some people it is for your scav. And I know others it is for your task. You gotta eliminate X amount of PMCs. And you can see the significantly different attire that they wear. You know, this guy's got a helmet, he's got a bag, he's got green pants. You can tell he's got some sort of armor rig on, maybe an AVS or something. And then we have some scavs here, you know. They're wearing bright clothing all around, only a duffel bag. This guy's got a security vest on with a half mask, crappy AK, you know, police hat. Once again, the bright clothing. Blue jeans, bright clothing, teabag, crappy helmet. You know, just bright clothing. That's genuinely the best way to decipher these scavs from PMCs. And I hope this is coming across the way I want it to. That's a PM... Well, you know, that could be a scav right there. That could be what I told you earlier, where the scavs actually go ahead and pick up the bags. So this could be a scav. But it could also be a PMC. I think it's a PMC. Genuinely, I think it's a PMC. So one thing we can do right here is we can use that need help. Let's see if he comes to us. He did. This is a PMC. He's dead. So him not coming to me right there, when I asked for help for scavs, that told me instantly that that guy was a PMC. Right away. Because what those guys just did, this guy should have did. As you can see, PMC. Alright, so wrapped that raid up. Killed 6 PMCs in that one. Not bad at all. No scavs were injured in the making of this video. And here's all the loot we got out of there. We even got a slick, which is pretty dope. Quick sell value is $1,048,000 if we just quick sell everything. So that's a pretty solid factory run, if I got to be honest. So that's really all I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. There's only so much I can do as somebody who already has the experience, already plays the game a bunch, that, you know, I can tell you tips and tricks and little things to look out for, but genuinely the best way to start to figure out how to differentiate a PMC from a scav is to just play the game and find out the hard way. I know it sucks dying, I know it sucks wasting your time, but just hopping into those scav runs on factory is a great way to practice. And if you don't want to lose any gear, you don't want to lose your scav run, you can always hop into those training raids, the completely offline raids where none of the progress counts. You could do that to just practice a little bit. That's what it's there for. But hopefully some of the tips and tricks here today did help you out. And if you have any other questions or things you guys want to have videos made on that I haven't made any on yet, you can feel free to drop those in the comments below. You guys know this channel's for everybody, so I'm more than willing to make some of these, you know, helpful guides out for some of the newer players. So do me a favor, leave that like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out.